Alright, so we are ready to go, it looks like. I think they're just waiting on me to ready up. So there's 10 entrants in this Cas Boots race. I am going to ready up now. This will be fun. I hope. It's been a minute since I've done Cas Boots. But, I'm sure it's like riding a bike. Ooh, half magic to start. Don't hate that. The piece of heart. Hammer, yes please. Let's up the volume a little bit in my headset here. Yeah, so for anybody that caught the co-op seed I did with Emok yesterday, we have signed up for a league that's called the Beer League. And it's 3-person team, so it's me, Emok, and fellow Reddit seed runner Limp Bagel. We are going to be participating in a league. So there's, I think, 6 weeks of races. 2 of the modes are co-op. 2 of them are individual. There's 2 races per week. Don't have all the particulars yet, but the 3 of us are gonna jump in and see how we do. And fun fact, all 3 of us are in this seed tonight, so we'll get to kind of see how we do against each other, which will be kind of fun. But that's gonna pick up, I think, shortly after Labor Day, so right after the Mentor tournament ends. Are you kidding me? Oh, that was dumb. Well, already going to be a couple of minutes behind. And I guess the good news is we don't need to like stop and get anything, but that's not great. What I get for talking too much, I guess. Just not careful when I was trying to hit ball and chain guard. So we'll be about 2 minutes behind everybody else, most likely. Fun, fun, fun. Yeah, it's not that hard. Anybody can do it. Right about now, I would be going into the back. Usually. So that's how far behind we are. We usually get back there between 350 and 4 minutes. So we'll see how far behind we actually are. Maybe only a minute. We'll see. In a minute we can make up. Even 2 minutes if we make the right call. We can make that up. It's going to be closer to a minute and a half. Minute 20. What I tell you, I'm a little bit rusty. It's been a minute since I've run Cas Boots. Alright, so a minute and 10 seconds behind. That's not awful. It's not insurmountable. Just can't afford too many more mistakes like that. Nice. So everything in the first probably 15 minutes of the game, everyone's going to get pretty quick. What happens after that will determine how good we're going to do. Alright, there's the maps we've got to check. Sank. There's the flippers. Early flippers is interesting. Because now we're going to try to prioritize grabbing some money. So 6:32. Yeah, about a minute and 15 seconds-ish behind my typical time. There's some money. That's good. Alright, red crystal. Alright, so we got to mark everything there. There's a red crystal in desert. Green pendant in eastern. Alright, I think we got everything marked correctly. Hearts, fine. Whoop. Sorry, we can check the bush crab in the woods. That's bombs. Get off. I don't know why that hitbox is so high and we can't get around it, but we can't get around it. Yeah, we want that. For green pendant eastern. Actually, that's where the bow was in the CD Mock and I ran yesterday. Fun fact. We got no bombs. I'll tell you what, let's go get some bombs right here. Try to get one more, just so we have enough to get through the village if we don't find any. Okay. Let's play. Yeah, so signups are still going on for that beer league. If anyone's interested in joining, you do need 3 people on your team, but there are people still looking for teams. So I can put the Discord in the chat if anyone's interested. Missed that bomb. There, we got some more. I'm not worried about money. Got a decent amount of bombs, so we were looking pretty good. Thank you for that little bit of love there. Gotta pay for it. And that's a flute. Okay. Let's go activate that baby. And then where do we go? I think we stick with our normal routing, head South Shore. Looking for a 300 rupee drop, potentially, to let us get everything up in Zora's area. Alright. Not quite 300, but it's something. Why did I dash down? We have powder, we have the hammer. Let's check this. While we're here, we might as well. Just bombs. Alright, let's check out the library and race game. And then flute our way around the world. Yeah, that'll stay there. Yep. Hey, not worried about that. That was just 20 bucks. I didn't need to leave. I could have used the mirror on the oh no, I couldn't. I moved them all. So that opens up all of Death Mountain. Alright, we want to get that. That's an easy turn in, actually. Alright. Heart container on the ledge might be something we grab. Depends on when we get there. Alright, there's some more money. Alright. South Shore it is. Anything good here? Ice Rod? More than likely going to be needed. Yeah, Ice Rod only needed for the boss of Turtle Rock, but since we know 6 of the 7 dungeons in the Dark World are crystal dungeons and will need to be beaten, there's a pretty good chance that we will need that Ice Rod, so nice that we don't have to hunt for it. Right, let's go turn in that mushroom. And then probably do some Death Mountain stuff. Before we do that, we'll check Saha first. Not going to go into Eastern, but we'll check Saha. We can find out where our green pendant is. I mean, our other pendant, blue pendant, I think. Oh, I didn't want to do that. Yeah, I am off tonight. I thought I had the hook shot for some reason. Not smart. That's fine, whatever. Oh no, we knew it was there. Should have known it was there. Not smart. That's both rods. That's both rods early. Under 20 minutes. That doesn't happen often. And yeah, we can clear all of the light world up here with hammer and mirror, so definitely think it's worth it. This is out of logic, but it doesn't matter because it's junk. Alright, I can't sit here too long. I'm gonna get killed. No, I don't need to take a second stupid death. Alright, so bombs up on top of Spec Rock and inside. A pearl that we definitely want. We can try to bomb jump our way back across, since we have 2 hearts. So now we are a glove away. That should be good, I think. Yes. Darn tootin' it is. We can try to grab a fairy right here. For at least another heart. Nope. Alright, so pod is our other 5-6, and ice is the pendant. Okay. And we might as well clear this. I'm less concerned if I die here, because I'll start at the beginning of the dungeon. Rather not die, though, but if we do, actually here it's a little bit worse. Alright, so we at least have that. You know what, now that we have the full health, let's try this. That should be good. Didn't want to see that. Okay, let's hope that the second item's here. I'm not doing the basement either way, but... I'd rather not even have to worry about it, obviously. Okay, so that is the second item. It was all junk, though. That's alright, though. Wasn't too long. But if I pick the wrong pendant dungeon 20 minutes in, that's not a good sign. Shield, that'll probably stay there. We can do this, loop around to Paradox Cave, and then we have Flippers checks and Eastern. Not looking at Aga yet because we don't have the lamp. And without the lamp, I don't think Aga Tower's in logic. So I'm not going to worry about it. As we're one item away, we're looking for a glove. Didn't want to see that yet. That's not bad, though. Alright. We got Flippers checks. I'm gonna go turn in the bottle at Sick Kid. Then we have Flippers checks and Eastern, and we could do Aga, but don't really want to at this point. I'm gonna put off Pendant Eastern. At least for a little bit. So 10 arrows there, so we're not worried about that. Pendant Eastern, probably where I need to go, though. I'll go there after this. Because I don't have money to get Zora's items, so I really don't want to go up there twice. Oh, okay, good. Good job picking that place. So anybody that did go into Pendant Eastern, I mean, maybe there's something in there, but... Not aching to find out right this second. Hoping I can avoid it altogether. Okay, that gets us into desert. Okay. Now we can check a whole bunch of stuff. That's our Zora money, which we also haven't checked. Really don't want to. Alright, K-45 was a bust. So we'll do race game. We can turn in the Smith, hammer pegs. Take Berna. I actually don't feel too bad about the routing outside of the death. I feel okay about how we've been doing this, so... We don't really need too much else. Need hookshot. We need potentially a couple of medallions. And Samaria. That is not a long list of things. Kind of want to just do this now, get it over with. If we flute, we can flute right back here. And then just pick up where we left off. Nothing to it. Now we're back in the Village of Outcasts, taking care of everything we need to take care of here. So we're gonna do Thieves Town. We're gonna go up and take care of Skull Woods. Probably run along to North Dark World. There's a second bottle. And then into Pod. Ideally, I'd like to put off Desert until we can do Mire with it, but we'll see how it goes. We'll at least take care of Thieves Town and Skull Woods. What do I have for potions? I have a red potion and a bee. One item or two item front? Two item front with a boomerang, so we can check stun prize. Not really sure what we need. We can check it. Probably bombs would be the best, or magic. One of those two things would probably work out best. Arrows would have been third, just for GT purposes. So that's not too bad. And it was 10 of them too, which is nice. So GT, we don't have to worry about searching for arrows. We will just have them. We'll take the mail upgrade for sure. So only one more item, so it's possible we don't need to check the big chest. As long as we don't see the small key. We'll find out right here. Yeah, so we're potentially 3 from go at this point. Alright, and that was the last item. So no big chest required. And we might as well grab that just in case. Let's see if we can get the blind script. That's pretty good so far. I got a hit right before I swung my sword for the 9th hit. That's fine. That's fine. We checked that. So I think we do Skull Woods. We run along the north side. Check Graveyard Ledge, check King's Tomb, and then go scout Scout Myers medallion and do desert, I think. Just so we know what we're looking for. Desert is a 5/6, so it kind of makes a little bit of sense to do that, I think. Alright, so let's grab this key, head to the back. Perfect. Not super concerned about magic with half magic. Okay, let's check this first. Fine. Yeah, we'll get there with about half of our magic, which should be more than enough. Yeah, a little more than half. That's good. Easy peasy. Big keysy. So both items in the front somewhere. That is 2 crystals down. We can get to 2 more. But we've got 2 items to get here. Might as well not even worry about the bomb jump. Big quake. Okay. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna leave here and just go right back in so we can mirror out easier later after we get whatever the second item is. And it's in pinball room. And it's junk. But that's fine. Now we don't have to come back. So we're gonna kind of leave Catfish, at least for now. But probably a decent chance that we don't even need to go there at all. That's a bottle. Not gonna worry about that. We'll check Graveyard Ledge, we'll check King's Tomb, and then head to Meyer area. Okay. Yeah, we don't need the mirror. We can just do this. Got in just in time. So if Meyer is Quake, we can beat it. So let's go check that out right now. It is Quake. It is beatable. We are going to go do it. Oh, I don't want to do that. I want to try to preserve Spooky. I definitely don't want to use a boomerang. So potentially dangerous on 6 hearts, but I think we'll be okay. I don't know that I would do this in the dark. Missed. Yeah, I don't know if I would do 6 hearts dark without the hook shot. But with the lamp, I think we should be okay. Be a little hairy getting the next chest. About as good as we could have hoped for, I think. We just gotta be a little careful. The rest of the way. This is one time I wouldn't hate Sank Heart showing up. I thought I might have called that one. Not so much, but that is one item. We'll see if cutscene chest was worth it. Yeah, so what do we need? We need hook shot. And potentially another medallion. Not worth. Fine. No big key yet, so I can't even gamble if I wanted to. That is our second item, but we still need the big key, and we know where it is, so... I don't want to... Okay. Try not to use my potion if I don't have to. So the big key is going to be in this chest right here. Then we have to go around. I mean, I guess we could go to the big chest and... can I go this way? I think I can, yeah. The big chest should have a small key. So I could go get that and go north from where I was, but I think this is a little bit quicker. I think there's a couple of hearts I can grab, at least... Oh no, I got stuck on the stairs like a dope. That was a dumb death. I should have just used the potion and not worried about Spooky. Yeah, the good news is I can just rush the boss, but that was not great. It's the second bad death I've taken. And I don't know if the death cancels out the spooky. I feel like it should. But I'm gonna try it just the same. I don't need to hit the first switch. I think that ruined it anyways. Whatever, I'm not even going to bother. I don't need to hit the switch because the switches were down because I died. Half magic, it's full, so we can just dash with Samaria, with Berna. Alright. Victory is down. So we can go do desert. Not going to grab that 300 on the ledge. We've got to check Checkerboard Cave as well. Then we're probably going to go up to Death Mountain so I know what we need for go mode. What's up? Have fun.
Oh. It was like a tail, like a big like yellow arm. It was like hail this side of like a baseball.
Oh wow, it's pretty big.
A family of 7.
Oh no, that's sad. Super sad. Oh, you missed it. Aviation disasters. What?
35 seconds.
35 seconds? Alright. I'll time you. Alright, go. So first item was the shield on the torch. Not worried about it. Probably should have grabbed that heart in what's it called? excuse me, in Checkerboard Cave. I mean, I guess I still could, but as much as I don't want to do 3 climbs to Death Mountain, it might be worth going up there so I know what we need for Go mode. And maybe even completing TR. If it's Quake. Because then we're just hookshot for Go. If that's the case. Oh, that one dipped a little too early. Alright, is this an item or are we going back into desert? Nope, it's the item. Alright, let's go. We can check Ether Tablet and then head over and do a little bit of Dark Death Mountain. Oh my goodness. Forget it. Yeah, so we're potentially Hook for Go. Possibly Hook and a Medallion for Go. That's fine. Not gonna worry, not gonna complain about hearts, even this late in the seed when I only had 7 of them. Oh, that just blocked it in. Yeah, that shield's gonna stay there. So we've seen all the shields. If we can get into TR, I think we can beat it. Is it Quake? Nope, it's Bombos. Good to know. So we're looking for Hook and we're looking for Bombos. We got one check in here. We can grab. I've seen Hookshot here before. Not tonight, though. Let's grab this. So I'm gonna go do Spike Cave while we're up here. And then we can go over to Pod. Probably do Eastern. But at least now we know what we're looking for. It's Hookshot and it's Bombos. Yeah, sounds about right. Let's start here. So let's go do pod. We can check pyramid, we can do eastern, and this would be the time to do catfish. What's up? Good night. Love you too. Mwah.
Wow.
I will. Reasonable hour. Not sure what she considers a reasonable hour, but that's fine. Ten arrows, no thanks. Yeah, so we go do pod. We don't get either item, we do eastern. We get one of the items. I think we do the dungeon that that item opens. Bombos, we go back to DR. If it's hook trout, we go to swamp. They're both loaded with checks. What's up? What's that? Oh, good night. Ooh, yeah, I won't. Yeah, it's pretty. A little bit. Good night. Alright, we are bow locked. The seed that we ran yesterday, Emok and I, pod was essentially useless. It had nothing of value. Hopefully that's not the case today. But typically the items are in the back. That's one. Actually, those are just small keys. Wait. Those last two are just small keys. Because we found two non-small keys already in the front. So we can check the back. Just dropped like 3 bombs down the abyss, down into the abyss. Okay. Okay, open this one for 2. Alright, I should have enough without having to go down there. I just need to find that big key. It's got to be in the maze at this point. there's only 2 items in here. And they're in the big chest and on the boss. This has to be the big key, unless I messed up. Okay. So item here, item on the boss. Not great. Oh, I need to do right side if I'm gonna do this. Fine. It didn't seem right. But I did it anyways. I needed a hammer yump, but if I couldn't hammer yump actually, so there's nothing I could have done. I guess I could have not gone to Harmless Hellway, but there was an item there, so I kind of had to. Oh well. Yeah, so Eastern after this. That's green pendant, so we'll get an extra item off of it. That was an intentional hit. I don't like having sword beams in this room. Not that you could tell by the way I did it, but sword beams, it makes it harder to use the sword to kill. Not there, though. Okay, so this will actually open up the Pyramid Fairy. Okay, so Pod was a bust. We want to do Eastern. Then we can do the Big Bomb and go up and check Catfish at that point. Then we've got single checks, flippers checks. Flippers checks. They could easily be up there. I actually might want to do that. Do Catfish into flipper checks. After this. Assuming it's a bust. So the question here is, if we find one early, do we leave? We'll have to play it by ear. Yes, I think we're committed to finishing this dungeon at this point. Very unlikely that both items will be in here. Very unlikely. At this point, I'd just take one of them. Okay. You found the big key first chest? Yeah, so there's a chance we don't even need to do the big key chest, which would be nice. Alright. So, we finish, we check green pendant, and then we... right into swamp. We could have had that hook shot so early. This is a seed we're putting off Eastern boned us. Particularly if... Sorry, particularly if Bombos is in swamp somewhere. Which if it's on green pendant, that's even, I guess, even worse. I didn't even set up for the quick kill. I guess that's not awful. Alright, let's go turn this in quickly and then head right down the swamp. Depending on where Bombos is, this could be a jet that I completely mangled. Oh, it's right there. Jeez Louise. Oh boy. Alright. Now we really need to just fly. So Eastern held everything. I would not... I'm waiting for the dot dones from someone. This was a pretty jetty seed. I mean, I guess the good news is we don't need to check anything else. We can just go. Actually, let's... I want to lose that. So I'm going to grab a blue potion before we head up to TR, just in case. Yeah, we're out of here. We're just going. Yeah, if we'd have done Eastern instead of Hera, this would be super quick. Like we'd probably already be in GT at this point. And as it is, we can hopefully get into GT by like 120. It actually isn't too awful. We can check. We can find gold sword maybe. Or a potion. There's only one bottle left though. Whatever, we're just checking stuff on the way. Bad fight. Well, it's a good kill anyways, good ending. Alright, so we'll grab a quick potion and then hopefully grab a quick TR and then head into GT. We should grab those arrows too. Just in case. And we have the stun prize, but this way here we don't need to worry about it. Hopefully. We don't need the bow in TR. We just need it for a couple of rooms in GT. And unless we find the silvers, we won't need it for Ganon, so... Actually, I already opened that portal, so I don't need the hammer. I will need Bombos. Yeah, if I had done Eastern early, we would have been in go mode with Quake. Which was in, what, King's Tomb? I don't remember where Quake was. I know it might have been Samaria in Graveyard Ledge. That might have been the go mode. Which would have been super early. What am I doing? Oh, man. And there's a big key and a small key, so we just want to see small keys from here on out. That's what we're looking for. No dungeon items, no actual items, just small keys. Perfect. So if the next chest is also a small key, I think we can skip everything. I think we need one more small key. We can get... Oh. Unfortunate. I have powder, so I can just do that. Alright, so I'm still looking. I need one more small key out of a chest. That isn't this chest. Perfect. Yeah, best case scenario on lava chest is key for a key, which I don't want. I kind of want this though. Alright, perfect. We can skip everything. So let's skip everything. We're going to be doing this with 9 hearts. Nine hearts is fine. Blue mail, blue potion, red potion. We have powder. Should be fine. Yeah, so we'll get into GT sub 120. Rather than just jinx myself. Why? Like, what is wrong with me? At least I'm here, but... like, what is going on? That's so much time wasted on stupid deaths. That's probably 3.5, 4 minutes. So we'll see where I finish. But just it could have been, even the way I routed it, 3.5 minutes faster, 4 minutes faster. It's so bad. Tempered sword. I should be able to do this in my sleep. There we go. That's how it's supposed to be done. Where was that the first time? At least that was good. Alright, so we'll get into GT at like 121. Ish. It's just bad. Speaking of the time, how fast we get into GT from TR at least. Because we basically left TR right at 120 even. We're 19 seconds to get to the crystal animation. And then it's probably, what, another 20 seconds to get in? give or take. It's 18 seconds, call it. All right, so it's 19 and 19, so 38 seconds from TR to entering GT. Are all the hearts in GT? They might be. No one's finished yet. I'm a little surprised. Of course, this is where like 4 people at least bought me. That was a fortunate magic drop there. Alright, we get out of there, not too bad. Okay. That'll actually help with the Ganon fight a little bit. Get out of here. Alright, it's not right side. Where is that pesky big key? It's not there. Yep, someone just finished. Death taxes N64. Not surprising. This is pretty jetty. If you don't screw it up. We should still sub 130 this, which is going to be good, but this could have been somewhere in the low 120s for me. Easily. Ooh, I had a feeling. Alright. We have 2 keys, so we're good. Alright, we should have plenty of arrows. Like I said, we have the stun prize. They usually grab in the first room of the gauntlet, so we should be able to get some more arrows there. Don't have ether, so we'll use bombos. It's a little longer. Yeah, Limp Bagel just finished. 125, 21. Death taxes N64 was 123. something 11, I think. Yeah, 123.11. So Limp Bagel gets the bragging rights for our team tonight. I'd like to think I would have been close had I played halfway decent. That wasn't too bad, all things considered. Not even sure how that guy can hit me when I'm dashing like that, but he did. I think that's enough magic. I think it's barely enough, but I think it's enough. Alright, we got it. Good. 2 keys, so I'm not messing with you guys. Get my health refill. Magic refill, and we're good to go. Alright, we will validate this run in hopes to pull. That's not the worst pull, actually. But it's tempered sword, silverless, that's fine. That's not too bad. And we pulled the cape from GT, so what do we got? Awful pattern for round 1. This isn't much better. At least we got a hit there. Wow, these patterns stink. I think I've gotten all singles so far. Alright, this should be able to be... Oh, we got a double anyways. This is not great. That could have been a triple too. Alright, so we should get just above a 131-ish. 132. Somewhere in that area. Where was our third death? We died in Escape, we died to Trinex. I think that's enough hits. It was. Oh, what am I doing? I need to still hit him. Oh my god, I'm gonna die again. Are you kidding me? What is wrong with me right now? Where was our third death? Arrows and ice? No. Yeah, I didn't want to move too soon and get knocked off, so we'll just do that. Now we can set up some trips. All right, couple more. There we go. Are we gonna squeak out a third place on this? Yeah, we squeaked out a third place somehow. Man, we could have been close to second. We could have been close to Bagel's time. Where was my third death? Oh, it was in Meyer, right before we got to Viddy. That's where it was. So if we take out those 3 deaths, that's 5-6 minutes, probably. So bad. So bad. All right. Well, I'll take third place on this. That's all things considered. I can't complain too much about that. I mean, the way I played, I can definitely complain about, but yeah, we finished what? A little over 6 minutes behind Bagel in second. We would have been close. He might have bopped us by a little bit, but it would have been close. And then an early dip of Eastern would have made it even better. Early dip of Eastern and no deaths, and we probably win this, so. Or at least we come darn close to, what was it, 123.11 was the winning time from Death Tax's N64. Limp Bagel in the second, 125.31. I ended up with an official time of 131.44. Alright, so first sword, 5 minutes. That was the Master Sword in Dark Cross. Flute was early. That was in Chicken Hut. Mirror was on Old Man, which was out of logic forever until we got that lamp. Yeah, 3 deaths. That's killer. No pun intended. Right, Bagel finished. Let's see where Emok is right now. At 152 CR. That's not bad, I guess. We avoided the flippers, well, the Zora area, anyways. Looks like Emok is about to. He just finished Moldorm 2. Yeah, he got Gold Sword somewhere. let's see, what did he do that we didn't do? He checked a few more things in TR, so Gold Sword must have been on Laser Bridge, or in the chest that we skipped in Crystal Roller Room, which will feel kind of bad if that was it. All right. Well, that'll do it for me. I said nobody's finished yet, so Emok might get fourth. Oh no, the Benjamin just finished, 136.41. All right. Well, I can't complain too much about this. I mean, the way I played wasn't great, so I can complain. Like I said, I can complain about that, but could have been about 5-6 minutes faster, and then it would have been feeling a little bit better. But that's it. All right, that'll do it for me. I'm gonna get out of here. You all have an excellent night. Check out the Go Mode podcast mentor tournament. There's a finals in, I think, the Master Sword bracket happening right now, so go check that out. I will talk to you all later. Have a good night.